Well, hello everybody, Mr. O here, and today I am going to teach another eye lesson. The reason I choose eyes, as I probably stated already in other videos, is because as a form, when we're talking about just a few curved lines, it helps to introduce people to maybe learning something new. We are going to do surrealistic eyes. So that means they're going to have a touch of realism, and you're going to change them up. The most famous example I can give to you that I think everybody in the world maybe has seen, and if you haven't, look up Salvador Dali and look up melting clocks, and you'll pop up images that Salvador Dali has created because he is a surrealist artist. And the other reason I choose eyes is because eyes are the most expressive part of ourselves, and we are looking to start not only whether you're a comic book artist, a painter, we are looking to start expressing who you are and have it come through in your art. And now I just kept this one simple as my example. This is smaller than 9 by 12. Students in my class would be doing a 9 by 12 because since it's inking, it's going to take a little bit a while. And I'm going to talk about sadness and loneliness in my picture. You can see the image of the pupil. And then as I get a little closer, bear with me, I'm hoping that you can see that a lot of details that I put in are actually just little stick figures doing many different things. So I use that to build up my iris, my wrinkles. You can consider these tears. I use pointillism and not just line weight, and I'll talk a little bit about that, or at least show that. When I do the actual drawing, it will be in time lapse. And then this is something that you could evolve to. While I may not do something like this in the classroom, while this picture I kind of rushed and I didn't do a very good job on the form, I was so worried about making it look like almost like a record in a CD that goes round and round. If you want to take a moment to read, you may. Now, for those of you in other countries who can't read what I wrote, there was a singer from the late 80s, early 90s called Rick Ashley, and he did a song, Never Gonna Give You Up. And so I wrote the lyrics. So everyone just got Rick roll that read that. Sorry about that, tongue-tied. And you can see how by adding color, it changes the dynamics, but doesn't take anything away. And I did choose Never Gonna Give You Up because I'm not gonna give up on you guys, and I hope you're not going to give up on me on these videos and stuff like that you guys are important and we want to express. And so for this assignment, so I did a realistic eye, and I'm going to come back out a little bit, bear with me, and I'm going to make it into a surreal image. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you that now. You're going to see me draw in time lapse, and then you'll see me ink in time lapse. I will come back at the end to talk about what I did. I'm also going to do another mini demonstration at the end dealing with other pens. That demonstration I'm also going to make into a separate video, but it'll be attached to the backside of this video. Guys, I hope you, let me just talk about this a little bit before I go. So when I take an eye, you notice that I actually drew the eye first. So I could change it by making waves. Now, how does that affect everything? What I'll probably do, I would match the waves. But the idea I had last night, and I don't know if I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and thinking about the world turtle, and in Avatar it was the lion turtle, and I realized an eye kind of looks like a turtle. And so I thought maybe I will turn this eye into a sea turtle type. Now there's going to be some changes, and as you can see, it has the look of a turtle already. And now I'm going to actually go back and actually do a realistic eye right here, but oversized. Just make this whole head almost look like an eye, and kind of do some shell things within the eye. But the eye itself, I'm going to change the pupil, and I'm going to just make it a little smaller, and I'm going to do these other circles to kind of fill it in. And this is going to be my guide, and I'm going to straighten that out a little bit. And so that's what I'm doing when you see that time lapse. I'll hold it, and then I'll start to ink so you can see how it changes even more. And then, as I said, that's the base of the lesson, using line weight on a surreal ink picture. And then I'm going to just show some other pens for those who might be a little more advanced. Sound good? Okay. Now I'm going to go to the time lapse. Okay, so this is where I'm going to do kind of an interruption. I'm going to show you another pen, one that we all take for granted because I could not find one in my art studio. I have every pen known to man, but I didn't realize a black ballpoint pen, which I am grateful I had a student make me this pen. I am grateful I have received a pen from a student, and it's just a regular black ballpoint pen. I don't want to push too hard on the paper. I want you to see, kind of like a scribble hatching, but I'm going to just lightly go, and I take a look at the difference in black when it comes to the black pen. The black pen still shows up. So it gives you another value. And when I was shown this, I was like, I never thought about that. Having that additional value in an ink drawing does make it real nice. And I'm going to actually separate this from the video too. So there'll be a short video that just pops this out. And so in this picture, I'm going to just kind of shade right there. I don't know if I'm going to do the full outline or I'll just have it just a little uneven. I want to be careful, lighter pressure. And as you can see, I'm going to go right here. And for those of you who are watching the short clip, just go to the Surrealistic Eye and you can see how everything else turns out. Well, welcome back, everybody. And so what do you think? Is it a surrealistic eye? I think you can see that I matched. Now, there are things that I didn't do because I was holding off because I'm going to show, okay, let's say you're ready for a little more advanced technique. You have access to a few more items. I had a different kind of white ink pen, but the thing just exploded, so I was just cleaning up that. I'm going to be just using a white jelly roll. I might be using a white Faber-Castell Pitt pen just to enhance the white in case I need a bigger area and I'm having trouble with just the jelly roll. Usually these are phenomenal. And then I'm going to introduce some gray ink. I think sometimes we just accept black and white and we don't do with gray. So I'm going to show that. And of course, I'll put it in time lapse. You guys know how pens work, whether it's white brush. And that way I'm not taking too much of your time. And I appreciate with you staying with me. And that you're going to subscribe, like the video, and hit that bell for notifications. Trying to remember that each and every time. And if you haven't used a white gel pen, one of the things that I've been doing has been storing them upside down. Sometimes there's little gaps of air bubbles that gets there, and it makes it a little harder. So if I want to add the white, as you can see that little line, I'm very careful of not doing huge areas, but I'm going to be doing that right now. So I want you guys to enjoy the rest of the video. Remember, you are important. Never forget that, and we'll talk to you soon.